Thank you, Ava, and congratulations once again. At this point, I'd like to ask up Jeremy Bailey from Volunteer High School.
Again, we'd like to say congratulations to Director Hickson for his award and Ava for her accomplishments and all those that are being recognized tonight as part of Hawkins County students and staff members. And thank you, Board of Ed, for allowing us to be here after we put this recognition off a couple of different times due to scheduling conflicts. And tonight we have two individuals with us tonight that competed at the TSSAA State Track Championship in 2024 in May. And since that day, several of the competitors went on to college and could not be here tonight, or they've got events now in the fall seasons and are competing somewhere tonight. But I'm going to take the time to recognize all those on behalf of our track staff. They also hold jobs outside of the county and could not be able to make it tonight. So it is my pleasure to recognize, we do have two individuals, Roman Borghetti Metz and Carter Manus, here tonight. Does anyone else sneak in? Did anyone else sneak in? You guys have a stand right there. Again, we'll start with these recognitions. We had 12 students qualify for the state championship in the Class AA division last year. And Roman and Carter are just two of those, but we'll start off first by recognizing our girl athletes. And those were Aaliyah Laster, who is competing at Cherokee tonight in volleyball. She is currently our school record holder in the pole vault at 11 feet, 0 inches. And she was the sectional champion, and she was also the back-to-back state runner-up at the state track meet this spring. Our second lady that qualified was a 4-time track state participant. All 4 years she qualified, and she is likely one of the top 5 or maybe the most decorated student athlete that has came through volunteer in a long, long time. And that is Miss J.C. Begley, who is at LMU tonight training and continuing her education while pursuing a degree in I think she's going into maybe journalism, nursing, and she's also on the cross country and track team at LMU. During her time, she set 5 school records, but most importantly last year, she finally claimed the state championship in the 800-meter race. So that was a big culmination of her success. She had been runner-up the year previous, and she had continued to get better and better as her career went on. But we do have another state champion in Miss J.C. Begley. Our boys, we had 10 boys qualify for the state championship. And as a team, they placed 3rd in the state, which is tied for the highest team finish of any sport at Volunteer High School. So that was a great accomplishment as a team. And those individual members were Casey Brown, who is at Charleston Southern University, throwing the discus and shot currently in his first semester as a student. He was the sectional champion in the shot put, and he was the state runner-up as well in the shot put. Another one that could not be with us tonight is Mr. Jackson Klontz. He qualified in the discus throw as the sectional runner-up, and he finished 5th place in the state in throwing the discus. And he will return this year as a senior to hopefully hold that torch that Casey has left behind. A sophomore in Lucas Gillum qualified in the high jump. He finished 6th place in the state. And again, he's got 2 more years with us, with this being his first year ever in the high jump competition. So we're looking forward to big things there, and in basketball where he's training tonight. Isaac Jennings was part of our 4x800 meter relay team that finished 6th in the state. He is another young gun, as we may call him. He is seeing success now also in cross country currently, and we're fortunate to have him for 3 more years. Tonight with us is a senior, Carter Manus, who has been a part of our cross country and track programs He's with the multiple state championships, and he qualified last year on the 4x800 meter relay team, finishing 6th place in all-state for volunteer. Also with us tonight is our 2nd state champion, and I know he'll smile about this, but he survived cicadas. He inhaled a cicada on one of his laps and just swallowed it and chewed it up, whatever he did. But I think he was motivated by JC just before him in the 800 meter. We had success throughout the day, but the momentum picked up when these two, who were favored to win this race, came out. JC led wire to wire and kind of gapped the pack to win, and I think Roman, he was motivated by that. He wasn't going to be shown up by JC, so he took out full speed. We thought he was going to gas after the first lap, swallowed cicada, done all the jazz, and maintained, and ended up being a state champion as a junior. And that's quite impressive. And we returned Roman this year, and he's on our cross country team right now, leading the pack, and he's also going to be favored in the 800 again at the state champion, hopefully for our 2nd, actually 3rd back-to-back state champion. But Roman was also a member of the 4x800 team that qualified for the state meet. He was the 800 meter individual champion. He also was on the 4x400 meter relay team that qualified, but we did have to sub him out after the exertion that it took on him. The final race of the night, we had to use another student athlete that was with us. He won the sectional championship, the state championship, and was all-state in the sport of track last year. Jordan Weinager Collis was a junior who qualified in the 110 meter hurdles, finishing 7th place in the state, and he stepped up big time as a teammate when Roman had to sit out for the 4x400 relay, or else that team would have got disqualified and we wouldn't have gotten any points, and we wouldn't have placed 3rd had he not stepped in and ran the 4x400 meter relay for us. That finished 6th place in state, where they were projected 8th place, and that gave us that 2-3 point differential that we needed. So he's a big team player. He stood around all day, even though his race was early. He was still at the meet supporting his teammates, and when he got the call to join the 4x400 meter relay, he did a great job in that, allowing us to finish 6th place there. Another college-bound graduate in Grant Weiniger qualified for the 4x400 as well, but he was also 3rd place in the decathlon at the state championship, which is 10 events over 2 days. There's no way that I could do that, and then he ended up bouncing back just 4 days later to run on the 4x400 meter relay team. He finished 7th place in that relay. John Ross, also going to Tusculum to run track and field, qualified for the 4x400. He finished 7th place with his team members in that race. And then not with us tonight, another underclassman last year, Kevin McCurry. He ran in the 4x400 and the 4x800 relay teams, finishing 7th and 6th place, respectively, in those events. Over the course of the year, there were several track records broken and set by these individuals. Again, I mentioned Roman Borghetti-Metz is currently the 800 meter record holder for the school at 1 minute, 54 seconds, and 43 thousandths. Casey Brown is the discus school record holder at 159 feet 5 inches, and he's also the shot put school record holder at 56 feet 5.6 inches. The 4x800 team relay, with those composed earlier, are now listed as the team school record holder with 8 minutes and 22 seconds. Aaliyah Laster again holds the pole vault record at 11 feet, and JC Begley set the school record in the 800 meter at 2 minutes and 17 seconds, and she is a 5-time school record holder. Again, give a big congratulations, a round of applause for our state champion and our all-state track participants for Volunteer High School.
Now, did you really eat the cicada? Did you really eat it?
He ate it.
Was it crunchy?
Yeah. Thank you, Carter. Good luck. Rest of the week.